Today we're heading to Standard to do some family therapy. We're trying to bring Urza and Mishra together to avert this silly brothers war crisis that might destroy the entire multiverse. Can we help the brothers work through their issues and become friends once again? Let's find out. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. And this week, we're seeing if we can solve the brothers war. Can we avert the crisis that pretty much destroyed the multiverse by bringing Urza and Mishra together, helping them get over their differences maybe? So let's talk about our bros deck, jump into some games, and do some family therapy. So we're built around Mishra and also Urza. We got both of them in our deck. We also have both of their meld pieces. So in our dream world, maybe we can meld both of them at once. Although in practice, once we meld one of these, our opponent's probably going to die pretty quick. We also have a ton of additional Mishras and Urzas. We got them all. We got little Mishra. We got little Urza. Back when they were friends, when they were growing up, before everything fell apart. We're going back again, doing the therapy thing. So going back to childhood, resolving some of these long-held issues. We also got the rare Mishra and Urza, just kind of as backup Urzas and Mishras. Then we have a couple of big artifact finishers, which are just really synergistic with Mishras and Urzas. We can discard them to the uncommon versions. We can copy them with Prince of Krug. We can unearth them with Mishra Tamer of Makfawa. We can ramp into them with Urza Lord Protector. Actually, out of all the Mishras and Urzas, the only one that doesn't directly work with Portal to Phyrexian Cityscape Landscaper is Mishra Claim by Gix. So those are kind of our big payoffs. If we don't win with melding, we can just win with massive Brothers War artifacts. Otherwise, we got a bunch of removal, some of it themed after Mishra and Urza. Mana base, pretty straightforward. There's a ton of different lands. We're 4 colors, so there's a bunch of triomes and dual lands. Not going to talk about all of them. We do have a Mishra's Foundry, more flavor in the mana base. Plaza of Heroes, good fixing, and can protect our brothers. In the sideboard, a bunch of removal, some counters and discard, and card art for control, unlicensers for graveyard, and that is our bros deck. Can we bring Mishra and Urza together? Can we let them work through their issues and maybe even win some games of Standard? Let's find out. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Need some Brothers War cards? And snag them from our awesome sponsor, Card Kingdom, over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. Against the odds time, we are attempting to unite Urza and Mishra. The bros are together. Oh, look at this hand. Urza plus Mightstone and Weakstone, Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Wrong Mishra, but close enough. Well, do we hit lands? Do we hit the lands we need to cast our cards? Ooh, there's the right. Okay. Well, I mean, hopefully we draw lands and hopefully we try to do some melding. We'll see if it works. Rack and Bankbuster. Yeah, let's just Sanders Lounge go. So opponent's Rakdos. Ooh, missing land drop though. I'll play the land. Run out the Dragon Engine first, I think. About it. Oh, don't scoop. Hit a land. Hit a land. Don't scoop. All right, there's the land. All right, so we get to keep playing. Opponent gonna cut down the Dragon Engine. Well, let's play Urza and Evolving Wilds. Oh, actually, maybe we wanted our opponent to miss land drops and scoop, because now we might just lose. Opponent Graveyard Trespasser. Are they gonna crew an attack? Are you getting in there? Looks like opponent's going aggro. Sure. Opponent hits us. Well, crack Evolving Wilds. Grab a. So we have black. We have a million black sources. Blue, blue, red, red. Yeah, let's take white. No blocks. Play the land. So if we Mightstone and Weakstone, and our opponent goes land, Invoke Despair, how bad is that? It would potentially get us to Cityscape Leveler next turn, though. We could play Big Mishra. Maybe that's better? Yeah, let's just do that. Run out Big Mishra. With our opponent being tight on permanents, it's gonna be hard for them to kill our stuff with targeted removal. Opponent. All right, cashes in the Bankbuster, draws another card. Gonna hit the Urza and sack the token. Portal to Phyrexia. Well, let's Mightstone and Weakstone. Draw 2 cards. Play Evolving Wilds. Okay, this is pretty good. No attacks. This gets us to our big hitters. About it, land. Shield Red. Sure. There's bad news for our opponent. Tenacious Underbob. I mean, the bad news for our opponent is we get to start playing bombs. Opponent passes. Grab a mountain. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Opponent drains us. Land, portal to Phyrexia. So our opponent can crew to keep the Shieldred if they want. Wow, the brothers. The bros. Board is gone. We're not gonna attack though. We are low on life and we have the portal. So, I mean, if we untap, we get to meld Urza. Wow, maybe Mishra Tamer of Makfawa is actually, maybe it's actually the truth. And wow, done. Oh, the only downside of this deck, well, other than losing sometimes, but the main downside of the deck is we do occasionally just not get to see our melds, even though we would be able to. All right, the Planeswalkers have grown up. Get rid of the uncommons. Go down the Urza's command. A Blood Tithe Harvester, bringing the Bank Busters and the Farewells or not like that. That's the biggest issue. Like, we've had multiple times now where we would be able to meld if our opponent didn't scoop. But once our opponent sees the meld coming, they just scoop it up. So it's actually a lot harder to see the meld because the meld is so powerful that the challenge is getting to the board state in the position where you can meld. If you do meld, it's very strong. So opponents also know that. Yeah, we'll try this. Gonna need to draw more lands, but we got a pretty broy hand here. Opponent's going to duress our go for the throat. We did have plans for that. Let's see if we can draw a land. I mean, you only got one option, opponent. All right, that's a land. Well, Xander's Lounge, go. Opponent, tap land. Rafine's Tower, go. Opponent. Yikes. All right, that's annoying. Well, let's Blood Tithe Harvester. Get a blood. Evolving Wilds, go. All right, so we've hit our lands. That's good news. Our opponent might get to start drawing with Gix, which is less good news. All right, opponent's gonna Infernal Grasp, kill the Blood Tithe Harvester, get in, draw a card. And Pilfer, okay. Well, opponent's going aggro. I'm gonna take, I assume, our Urza, but we'll see. Well, we're gonna crack this for red, because we might wanna be getting back this Dragon Engine in the future. Opponent hits us a 17, draws a card. Well, let's see if they can keep snowballing it. Let's see if we can draw removal. Oh, we do draw removal. That's actually pretty good. Well, in that case, let's play the land and just pass and kill the Gix. Opponent goes to combat. Well, okay, Gix down. Can't have our opponent drawing that many cards. Shieldred, well, Let's discard Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Now we need even more removal. Okay, that counts as more removal. Mightstone and Weakstone. The bro removal coming through. And then I guess we can just Bank Buster off the Mightstone. That was actually a pretty good turn. Mightstone and Weakstone was clutch. Opponent, Shieldred. How about a land? Untapped. So we get drained. Well, this hurts, but draw with Bank Buster, get drained. Blood Tithe Harvester. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Pass the we're trying to get to the Cityscape Leveler, but we need one more mana. Opponent. I mean, we will double block here, I think. All right, kills the Blood Tithe Harvester, sure. Well, can we draw a land before we die? Shieldred lives. Untap land, please. Misery Shadow. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How do we not die? So we Infernal Grasp Shieldred. The problem is, yeah, let's pass. This is awkward. The problem is if our opponent has a land, they can pump this Misery Shadow to lethal. Opponent goes attacking. Kill Shieldred. Opponent hits us to 5. And Invoke Despair. All right. Well, just could not find that land. Couldn't find the land in time. There's all the lands that we couldn't find. All right. Well, maybe we bring in the Burn Down the House too then. And I guess we could even bring in Disdainful Stroke. The problem is we don't want to cut all of our Urzas. But we also need to not die. All right, let's try it like that. Well, there's a reason that 60% of the meta is Shieldred decks, I guess. Actually, let's see what the actual number is. Oh, kinda nailed it. 60% of the meta is Shieldred decks. Yeah, all right. Well, we will play first. Hopefully we don't get duressed on turn 1. Hopefully our opponent mulligans to, let's say 4. We'll take a mull to 4. Well, Evolving Wilds go. Opponent untaps. All right, so that's good. That means at least we get down this Reckoner Bankbuster, which is a pretty big deal. Plaza of Heroes Bankbuster. Well, we got Mishra and Urza. Can we get some Franz? Opponent. Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, play the land, play an Urza. Ship the turn. So if our opponent wants to kill it, then they at least can't play a Gix. All right, Fable the Mirror Breaker. Opponent passes. Well, play the land. Phyrexian Dragonet. Yeah, let's just pass, see what our opponent does. I don't really want to kill this token, but we might have to kill the token. Wow, opponent discards. Okay. What goodies did they find? There's a tap land. Opponent duresses. Ah, tough. Yeah, I think we'll just let it go for now. So opponent's gonna take the Infernal Grasp, I assume. Wow, takes Portal. Really wants that treasure. Well, I mean, we will block and also block. Okay. Even more Fable the Mirror Breakers. All right, well, we get to draw a card. Ooh, Mightstone and Weakstone's not the worst. Opponent gets to Fable the Mirror Breaker. Well, I think we Mightstone and Weakstone. Draw 2 cards. Brutally whiff on lands. Reckoner Bankbuster, draw a card. Okay, there's the land. Play the land. Okay, we found it. It took a lot of digging, but we found it. Pass the turn. We might actually be in not that bad of shape here. Opponent. We're getting close to this Portal of Phyrexia, which would be absurd. Wow, opponent's gonna kill the Dragon Engine. Okay. Invokes some despair. So that gets rid of the Urza. Now let's kill the Goblin. We lose the Urza. Opponent gets to draw some cards. We're untap land away from Portal to Phyrexia. Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, let's draw a card. Play the land. Play Blood Tithe Harvester. Play a Mishra. Pass the turn, see what our opponent can find. They do have an active Fable of the Mirror Breaker. They flip. 4 cards in hand. Can you beat the bros? Can you beat the bros when they're both together? Okay, Shieldred, sure. But this doesn't stop Portal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I guess they could counter Portal to Phyrexia. Opponent passes. We draw, we get drained. We could go for the meld. If we Portal to Phyrexia, I mean, that is the best, but it could just get countered. That seems very possible. Well, I mean, I think we go for it. Portal? Are you holding a counter? Okay, opponent's gonna try to make some Kiki Jikis to sack. Okay. I mean, this makes sense. This lets our opponent play around it a little bit, but then we get to Blood Tithe away this Kiki Jiki. Play the tap land, pass the turn, we're still at 11, and we have a Portal to Phyrexia that if our opponent cannot deal with is gonna start to reanimate. Opponent, gain some life with Shieldred. Graveyard Trespasser, I mean, they gotta get the Urza out, so we just meld. Okay, eats the Urza to stop that meld. But we still get to reanimate, and we might even be able to meld. Passes. So we will reanimate Graveyard Trespasser. Okay. So opponent's going to try to play around this. We get drained. So we can meld Mishra, but is that enough? Melded Mishra doesn't beat Shieldred somehow? New plan, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to combat. Do some attacking to gain some life. See what our opponent does. No meld. All right, well, we will farewell. Oh, play the land. Farewell. Exile all creatures. Pass the turn. Opponent, Bank Buster. I mean, we still have Portal going. That can still get back the Mishra. Opponent's gonna draw a card. We gotta be careful of Invoke Despair. Plays a land, Graveyard Trespasser. Eats what? Mishra passes. We're down to 8. Portal. Gonna get back our opponent's Blood Tithe Harvester. Might Stone and Weak Stone, eh? Well, I think we play Mishra. Do we play Mishra? How do we want to do this? Definitely worried about Invoke Despair. That's the main card we got to try to play around. Let's 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might Stone and Weak Stone. Keep the new one. Draw 2 cards. Play a Mishra. Actually, you know what? Let's play Dragon Engine too. Mishra and Dragon Engine. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Draws a card. Can they find the Invoke Despair? That is what they really are looking for here, I think. Opponent. Desperate Blood Sacking discards a land. Is Mishra Meld happening? Opponent. Land. Did they find it? They did. Well, we'll sack the Blood Tithe Harvester. Opponent gets to draw some cards. Are we dead? Passes. We'll get back a Blood Tithe Harvester. Get a blood. Oh, Disdainful Stroke is really nice here. Go to combat. Meld. Mishra. 3 damage. Discard 2. Make a couple Power Stones. So discard 2. Kill the Trespasser. Discard a Mishra. This is big, because this means we have Disdainful Stroke left over in case our opponent does find the Invoke. Wow, Fable and Gix discarded. How busted is our opponent's hand? All right, opponent takes 9 to the face from Mishra. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Shieldred. Do we care about that? I don't think so. All right, we care about that a little. I mean, I guess we can just Blood Tithe the Shieldred though. Although this is gonna flip back around. Eats and eats. Doesn't take the Mishra. Oh boy, that might come back to haunt our opponent. Opponent passes. I think we're good. So we get back a Mishra. Draw a card, drop to 2. But we Blood Tithe Harvester to get rid of Shieldred. Oh, this is like the Mishra-iest game I've ever seen. Sure. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. We basically have the Mishra Meld twice. And now we go to combat. We attack with everything. We get some triggers. 3 damage. Creatures get -1, -1. Creatures get Trample and Menace. So shoot down Graveyard Trespasser. This should be Xaxes. I guess the -1, -1's not doing anything, but snipe the Trespasser. Opponent gets drained. Oh, it's a little more than Xaxes because we got the Mishra damage, and that was good. Oh, yes! Taking down the best deck in Standard with the power that, wow, that was very Brothers Warrior. That was very Brothers Warrior. We kind of did everything we wanted. We melded. We could have melded twice. Did we have Urza do anything? Yeah, we got exiled. Urza showed up for a little bit, even though this was mostly a Mishra game. But yeah, the power of the brothers together. Is that the solution? 4-color brother tribal? Yeah, you decide. Sweet. Against the odds time. We are doing some, you know what, we are keeping this. This deck is so incredibly bad at drawing lands for some reason that nothing we can cast for the, oh, is this Soldiers? Oh, come on now. Oh my God. Okay, so probably dead. If I had known we were up against Soldiers, I probably would not have kept this hand. Boom, Evolving Wilds number 2. And Valiant Veteran. Well, crack this, grab a mountain. Yeah, his hand's a little less good against aggro like Soldiers. But I am glad that we're actually going to be able to play our Magic the Gathering cards, which was not a given with some of these hands. Phyrexian Dragon Engine, Meld piece number 1. The double strike is kind of relevant if it lives. All right, Guardian of New Benalia, sure, goes to combat. And wow, passes, okay. New plan. Mishra? Maybe a little melding? Can you kill it? Do you have an answer? If you do not have an answer, we're gonna do a little melding here. Your go, opponent. Sometimes you just draw both meld pieces past the turn. Cross our fingers. Come on, magic gods. Let us do a little melding, just a little. Lay down arms. All right, opponent managed to draw enough lands to lay down arms. And then they get in with the Guardian of Benalia. And they tap. Wow, look at that. Enlist. The very, very powerful enlist mechanic going off. 2 cards to the top. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought we were actually going to get to meld, but apparently not. More Guardians of New Benalia. Ooh. We gotta go for it. We're probably gonna get punished by another random removal spell, but pass the turn. Come on. Let us meld. Come on, deck. I don't even think we win if we meld, honestly, but... Opponent continues to draw removal off the top of their deck. Oh, sweet mother. All right, well. That's okay. Opponent's playing Soldier Control, apparently. That is a ridiculous amount of removal for our opponent's deck to draw. Well, speaking of removal, we're going to bring in some. We're gonna go down the uncommon Bros. We'll go down a Cityscape Leveler. We'll go down 1 portal to Phyrexia, run it like that. That was so... What are the chances that Soldiers had 3 removal spells, I guess? But still, Soldiers don't really play that much removal. They might have like a random removal spell, but having that amount of removal is very unlikely. But that's unfortunate. I'm not even convinced that Lay Down Arms is good in Soldiers, but maybe it's better than I think. All right, opponent doing some sideboarding. No brotherly fences mended that game, unfortunately. Yeah, Soldiers does not play Lay Down Arms, except for our opponent. Our opponent plays Lay Down Arms, which was pretty good for them there because it kept us from melding. All right, Soldiers. Opponent plains, passes. Well, play an island past the turn. Opponent plains, passes. Well, play the land for Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Go. Opponent land. Wow, all about them laydown arms. All about them laydown arms. Thalia. Well, play Urza. Evolving Wilds. We're hitting our land drops this game, which is good. Frontliner. And a Brutal Cathar. All right, sure. Well, crack this, grab a mountain. The opponent eats our Urza, goes attacking. Well, play the land, Leyline Binding. Get rid of the Brutal Cathar. Get back our Urza. Opponent. Oh, come on now. Oh, jeez. All right, opponent passes. Well, we will play Plaza of Heroes. We will play Blood Tithe Harvester. And Phyrexian Dragon Engine. And we will pass the turn. Opponent. Adeline. Goes attacking, wants the token. Okay. Well, I mean, we're going to kill it with the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Opponent passes. Or opponent hits us to 13. Opponent passes. There's a Mishra. Blood Tithe Harvester. Kill Brutal Cathar. Get back Urza. Play Mishra. Brothers assembled. Pass the turn. Please tell me there's not more removal. Please. Please, Magic Gods. Siege Veteran, that's not removal. I mean, we get the meld here if we live. Counter on 8 Adeline, sure. Goes attacking. Pumps the Adeline. Kill the frontliner, kill the token. Drop to 6. Opponent gets a 1/1. Opponent passes. Well, play the tap land. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Yeah, we'll discard. Attack. Flip. Melt. How do we survive this? So 3 damage to any target. Creatures get -1, -1. Power stones. So kill the Siege Veteran. Pass the turn. Okay. Opponent land. Recruitment officer, sure. I mean, as long as we can survive this turn, Can we also 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, if we can hit a land. If we can hit a land, I think we can Urza. Can we do both? Oh no! Oh, and we go to sideboarding. If we we could have used our blood token to hit the land, and we would have been able to meld both of them. We would have had both melded brothers. I think that might be one of the challenges of actually. I mean, that was a sweet win. That might be one of the challenges of this deck. It's probably going to be tough to actually see both melded brothers on the battlefield at the same time, because one melded brother is probably going to cause opponents to. Jeez, back to the. Oh my goodness, back to our. All right, boom, did it. 3 to the bottom. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. The funny thing with this deck is I expected to have color issues because we're 4 colors. So getting color screwed is one thing. Did not expect to just have so many issues of just like drawing more than 2 lands most games. That's been the weird part, is we have just like not been able to draw land, period. Okay, there's the Adeline, which means that needs to die. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's some world where we just Dragon Engine Mishra, our opponent doesn't have anything. Maybe we got a chance. We are hitting our lands now. I mean, we had to mold literally 4 to do it. This would be the Miracle Brothers win. How about it? Thalia, and recruitment. Okay. Well, there's actually a chance this happens, isn't there? I feel like there's actually oddly a chance. If they don't have a removal spell. Wow, opponent's gonna get frisky. All right, well, we get a free kill on the frontliner. There's Urza to join the fun. Well, okay, Mishra. No attacks. Do they have an answer? Land. Siege Veteran. That is technically not an answer. Gets a frontliner. The question is the meld enough for us to win? Counter on the Valiant Veteran. Opponent goes attacking. Opponent's going to pump Thalia. Oh, block Valiant Veteran. Block Recruitment Officer. Oh, this is gonna work. We dropped to 3, but 3 is still not dead. Attack. Meld them. 3 damage, -1, -1, and does our opponent have cards? No. Power Stones. So 3 damage to Siege Veteran. Urza to join his bro. Play the land, pass the turn. Opponent. All right. Manages to get rid of our Mishra for now. But Dragon Engine's in the graveyard and in hand. Play Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Escape Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Down to 4. Refuel. Looking for the Might Stone and the Weak Stone. Yes, please. Tap land, attack you. I guess we can attack with Urza. Well, you know what? Let's leave Urza back. Wow, the Mishra meld. The Mishra meld. This is a Moldifor. This is a Brothers Moldifor. Opponent. Wow, cash is in the land for almost no value. Opponent. Valiant Veteran. That's a good card. Oh, play Plaza of Heroes. Cycle Rafine's Tower. Urza, go attacking. About it blocks. So many bros about it. Land. And dead. Yes. Oh, that was very cathartic. That was very cathartic, I think, for the brothers. They came together. Mishra melded Urza. Urza came through to support his brother after the melding to close things out. Actually, 2 different Urzas somehow. I think we did it. I think we averted the brothers' war. Standard is good now. The multiverse is at peace. No Optimus Primes needed. We did it. We did it. Against the odds time, we are trying to mend some fences here. Fix a family. We were trying to avert the brothers' war. Mishra and Urza together at last. Perhaps our last hurrah for Brothers War Standard. Phyrexia will be out in another, what, 2 months? Oh my god, that's a long time. That's a really long time. But yes, Phyrexia will be out in a couple of months. For now, we're gonna see if we can fix Standard by bringing the brothers together. If that doesn't work, then we'll probably just play other formats for the most part. Opponent gets and hits us. Well, land. Urza. Well, there's bro 1. We got uncommon bro here, but opponent plays a land. Going to lifelink the Silver Seraph. Is this a trap of some kind? Maybe our opponent just wants it dead. All right, more ambitious farm hands. So I'm guessing they're trying to like blink the prototypes. So not a land, unfortunately. Although perhaps that shouldn't be a surprise. Now play Blood Tithe Harvester. And pass the turn. How about a land or 3, opponent? Lay down arms on Urza. That's not great. Well, let's see if we can. Oh, it doesn't even do anything. Okay, yeah, not great. Not great at all. Silver Seraph shenanigans. And passes. All right, well, let's discard this Dragon Engine. See if we can draw a land. We do. Miracles happen. We're only gonna miss a few land drops in a row. I'll go to combat attack. Yeah, I guess we just passed an Urza's command. Opponent. Well, at least we hit lands. Hitting lands means there's a chance we get to play Magic this game, which is kind of sweet. We're even playing 25 lands, which is a pretty big number. So our opponent having counters is definitely a possibility here. Gonna do some untapping. Well, that's Urza's command. Construct, opt. All right, opponent does have a counter. Gets in. Well, play the land. Go to combat, attack to fairy. Opponent takes it. Well, let's play a Mishra. That's a Mishra. That counts as a Mishra. It's not doing, I mean, I guess it gives us a discount on Phyrexian Dragon Engine, but not doing a ton yet. It also is protecting our stuff. Ugh, another Silver Seraph. Unfortunately, our removal is go for the throat, which is not great against artifact creatures, like perhaps Silver Seraph. Opponent. Yep. Opponent's down to 1 card in hand. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we can beat what's on the board with this hand. What we need to do is find a way to get a Phyrexian portal in the graveyard and reanimate it. That would, if we could unearth a portal, whoo, that would give us a good shot. Opponent gonna untap a land and gain some life. Opponent passes. What are the odds of them having a counter as their last card? Pretty high, right? Well, Milestone a weak zone. Hey, resolves. Kill a Silver Seraph. Go to combat. Smack your Teferi a bunch. Okay, that was big. That was big. Opponent. Wow, gotta sack a permanent. Gotta sack a permanent. All right, opponent sacks a land to get rid of our Mishra. We still gotta find a way to get rid of this Silver Seraph. Opponent hits us to 6. Well, Blood Tithe Harvester. Mishra, go attacking. Opponent. I'll pass the turn. Okay. We can loot with uncommon Mishra. Oh, opponent has Urza. Interesting. Opponent wants in on this Brothers War action. Steals Seraph. We gotta find an answer though, because we're dying now. We're not dying in the future. We're dying now. Opponent gets in for 3. We do get to loot, which is something. Opponent's gonna flip farmhand. All right, well, loot away Little Urza. Draw a land that doesn't really help. Draw another land that doesn't really help. So play the land. Loot away the Mishra's Foundry. Another go for the throat. Wait, this works, doesn't it? We can sack both of our Blood Tithe Harvesters. All right, so kill Urza. Kill Season Cathar. Sack Blood Tithe Harvester. Sack Blood Tithe Harvester. Staying alive, pass the turn. Opponent. What do you got? Land, passes. Oh, there's an Urza. There's an Urza. Play Urza. Unearth Dragon Engine with the Mightstone and Weakstone mana. Yes, we will discard our hand and draw 3 cards. There's a portal. Go to combat, hit ya. The tide may have turned. The tide may have turned. Okay, the brothers are here. The brothers are finally here. Mishra and Urza, not the best one, but still. Oh, we did it. We did it. The brothers, they gotta be feeling pretty good after that, right? We overcame the Seraphs with Brother Power. Well, I mean, I guess the go for the throw ended up being okay. It was just awkward that we couldn't kill the Angel. We'll definitely bring in Sweepers. Actually, maybe go one. Let's go one Farewell. Just go down the uncommon bros. Let's run like that. Well, that was a good brothers win. I mean, we didn't meld them both. We didn't meld any of them, but we did have Mishra and Urza on the battlefield together. A family therapy edition of Against the Odds, helping them work through their, well, there they are. All right, let's see if we draw the necessary lands to cast them. That is perhaps going to be a challenge here. Opponent passing. Well, crack. Evolving Wilds. Haven't been able to say that in a while. Get a mountain. Play a land, Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, let's do our pray for lands thing. Please, magic gods. Please let us draw lands. Ooh, that's a land. Okay, so play the land. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Hit you with a Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, so we need blue mana. We need blue mana for Urza. We just gotta keep hitting lands, basically. Opponent, tap land. Are we killing the Dragon Engine? I don't know about laydown arms in decks that are not playing that many planes. I mean, I guess it's still just one mana. I mean, we have the whole Brothers War in our hand at the moment. Silver Seraph for our opponent. Are we going to the air with the token? No. Opponent gets a token. We do draw a land, which is nice. Well, play the land, get in with the Dragon Engine. Opponent, gonna take their beats. All right, pass the turn. So opponent is gonna flip the wedding announcement, which is sketchy. They're gonna kill our Dragon Engine. All right, not great. Opponent is down to 3 cards in hand though. Wow, lay down arms for days. All right, well, let's discard this portal here. Into, ooh, rare Urza A. All right, so opponent removal for days. Another Steel Seraph. I mean, opponent's down to 1 card. They do get to draw from this wedding announcement. The question's gonna be, can we, much like last game, can we stop what they have on board and do we hit lands? Opponent hits us. Draws, flips. Well, we gotta play Urza, I think, unfortunately. We need the cost reduction here. Yeah, things are gonna have to go well for us to get out of this. Missing the land drops, oh my god. Well, maybe lay down arms without many planes is better than I thought. Opponent, Reckoner, Bankbuster. Well, now I think we're just dead. Too many brothers, not enough. We've drawn more brothers than lands this game, which is just, that's not gonna get it done. Not gonna get it done. Opponent hits us to 11. So we are currently dead on board. We draw a city. Wow, boy. How do we only draw 4 lands in 15 cards? We are not a 16 land deck, magic gods. We are not. Well, you know what? Let's go down the commands for these leyline bindings. Run it like that. Can we draw lands, magic gods? Lands and then brothers. All the brothers, no lands isn't gonna get it done. All right, we'll play first. We're gonna mulligan this. We're not even gonna try. All right, well, I mean, this will keep. We'll put a Mishra to the bottom, I guess, and I swear there's lands in this deck, I swear. I swear we were playing land cards. I really do. I'm not lying. They exist. Opponent, tap land. All right, well, land and Blood Tithe Harvester. Opponent, tap land. Well, play the land, get in with the Blood Tithe Harvester. Urza. Ooh, drawing another land for this Mightstone and Weakstone to draw cards would be sweet. Assuming Urza lives, which it might not against our opponent's deck. Ambitious Farmhand. All right, land. Opponent gets a plains passes. Well, that's not a land. That's not a land at all. You know what, let's discard 5 mana Mishra. Play Phyrexian Dragon Engine, go attacking. Opponent goes to 12. Oh, land, Mishra, opponent. Bankbuster. Well, go to combat, attack ya. Opponent's kind of running out of time to make something happen here. They're sort of just taking the jankiest beatdowns. Down to 7, all right, pass the turn. Our trend of not being able to draw lands with this deck continues, but the Motley's Beatdown crew is actually doing some work here. Mightstone and Weakstone going after what? Doesn't this leave our opponent literally dead on board? it does. Okay, well, 3 lands. I guess that's all it takes. We didn't meld anything, but the brothers got there, sort of. So weird. Against the odds time, we are attempting to avert the brothers' war this week. Mishra and Urza together, the way brothers should be. Are we getting aggroed? We are getting aggroed. All right, let's play the plane so we can Infernal Grasp if they play a Lord or something. Get kind of blown out by Athalia here. One of the downsides of being 4 colors is our mana is a bit sketch. All right, there's the Lord. Well, that's basically what we were hoping for. Kill the Valiant Veteran. Gonna need some brothers and need them fast. Well, tap land, go. And Siege Veteran. Yeah, this is probably gonna be hard until we go to sideboarding, don't it? It's us. Oh, Blood Tithe Harvester. Evolving Wilds, go. No brothers yet. A bunch of artifacts, but no bros. All right, opponent going to kill the Blood Tithe Harvester and fire up the factory. All right. Mountain. Portal to Phyrexia. All right, uncommon Urza to save the day. Opponent hits us for infinite-ish. Down to 10. Ugh, all right, yep, well, that was a quick one. I know we're not technically dead on board, but I don't think there's any coming back from there. All right, bring in the removals. Go down uncommon bros. 1 Cityscape Leveler. 1 Portal to Phyrexia. How do we stay alive against an aggressive deck like Soldiers? I guess let's just go down the commands. A little bit less Brothers War flavor, but a little bit better chance of staying alive against Soldiers. Soldiers is so aggro. We basically just need to hit we still have our meld possibilities, but we're gonna need to like Wrath into meld, I think, to have a realistic shot. Well, here's some tap lands. All right, we're gonna try this. We can't just ship hands for having tap lands because our deck has a lot of tap lands. That is the cost of being 4 colors about it. Land. Thalia. Gets in, hits us. Well, okay. Blood Tithe Harvester. And Rafine's Tower, go. Guardian of Nubenalia. No blocks. Missing lands, not great. Well, kill the Thalia. Play Urza. We got the sweepers in hand. Can we find the land steal? Look at this hand. This hand is literally all removal spells. They're just so expensive. I'm on it. Untaps. Are we dead? Can you kill the Urza? Please no. More Thalias. Okay, that makes life worse. And Resolute Reinforcements. Sure. Whew. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna live until we get to the sweepers the way this is looking. Even with the Urza discount, our stuff is just so expensive. 2 to the bottom, Enlist actually doing work for our opponent. No blocks. Down to 10, also not good. We really need to hit some lands. Not a land at all. Well, if we don't hit lands, we don't win. There's no winning if we don't hit lands here, so see if we can draw land. All right, we do draw land, so play the land. This gives us a very, very slight shot. So we can Leyline Binding to get rid of the Thalia. All right, so opponent gonna do some scrying. Maybe we can stabilize. It's gonna be close. All right, opponent enlists. Well, block the Thalia. Down to 4. The opponent has lay down arms, which I guess beats us. Oh, we needed ours. Well, that enlist scrying actually really paid off for our opponent. Oh no, my goodness. Well, I guess we're not literally dead. Just figuratively dead. Oh my god, triple Thalia, Brutal Cathar. Oh, well, the brothers aren't winning that war, even together. Jeez, against the odds time, we are trying to avert the brothers war this week. We're solving some Urza and Mishra family issues, bringing the bros together in standard, fixing everything. Hopefully, we'll see if it works. But yeah, Mishra and Urza, how many can we meld at the same time? Yeah, we have guess that's fine. I mean, we have little Urza, I guess. None of our big Urzas are meld pieces, but I mean, we got some filtering, we got some card draw, we got some Blood Tithe Harvester. I don't know whose side Blood Tithe Harvester's on, actually. Which side did the vampires fight for in the Brothers War? Found it. Oh, white, black. Something. Ooh, there's an Urza, although, yeah, let's run out Little Urza. I feel like Big Urza's just gonna die. This is one of those turns where it's very likely our opponent could have removal. Little Urza doesn't look very threatening. Big Urza, people kill it, unfortunately. About it. Wedding announcement. All right. Sure, we draw another tap land. Well, now we'll play Big Urza. And yeah, let's just kill this sleeper. Don't really want our opponent to start drawing cards with Wedding Announcement. And now we get to start looting with Little Urza before he grew up. Back when Mishra and Urza were friends. Well, there's a removal that we thought was possible. Well, let's activate Urza. Another Mightstone. Ooh, if we discard one, we can play the other one this turn. I think it's worth it. And then we can always use Mishra to unearth this one later. Well, not that Mishra. Yeah, let's just Mightstone and Weakstone. Draw a couple cards. And then we can use a mana to Urza in blood if we want to. Ooh, Urza's Command. All right, play the tap land. Thin the deck. Little deck thinning with Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. About it. Looking at Evolving Wilds. see the hovering. I think our opponent's trying to figure out why would anyone put that card in their deck. We're 4 colors opponent. Cut us a little slack. Cut us a little slack. About it. Wedding announcement. Gonna make a token. Gonna flip everything into 2/2s. Well, Evolving Wilds. Grab a mountain and Urza. I mean, looting every turn is actually kind of good. Doubly so if we actually make a Power Stone. We might want to cycle that. Maybe we discard Stormcarved Ghost. Opponent gets a bunch of 2/2s. We draw even more lands. Okay, well, Deserted Beach. Need to find something. We're doing a lot of lands this game, which is good. Our deck does like having lands. About it. Plains and, ooh, full price Steel Seraph. And I assume you just send one of those to the air. Oh, just getting with one. Okay. Unclear why, but sure. I guess our opponent just has no idea what our deck's doing and they're a little nervous. Well, let's make a construct. Would we like to keep Portal to Phyrexia on top of our deck? Yes, Magic Gods, we would. Thank you. Okay, well, we needed something good and we found it. Well, we will loot. We will discard a land. We have enough mana, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we're good. Cycle the Xander's Lounge. Ooh, so level. Okay, we found 2 very big things. I think we just Portal still. They're gonna get to keep the Steel Seraph for a turn, but then we can start reanimating stuff and we can just Cityscape Leveler the Seraph next turn if we need to. Even just cleaning out the tokens is good. I guess this also grows our Urza Struct big enough that we can attack with it. And we even have looting mana. Everything's coming up Urza at the moment. And Mishra's hanging out, ready to get involved, help his bro out. About it. And Rutalkatha. I assume they get the construct. Sure. Gets to hit us for 6. Sure. And gain 6? Well, opponent's not super close to being dead, although it looks like we might untap with Portal to Phyrexia. Ooh, okay. Well, let's do a little looting. This Urza's actually been surprisingly good. Maybe these uncommon Urzas and Mishras are better than I thought. The land. Get back. I think we actually go blood type. We could go for the Urza meld, but I think we're just gonna wait until our opponent's more tapped down. Ooh, Mishra. Okay. Well, first we Cityscape Leveler. We gotta get rid of this angel or it's gonna kill us. So kill the Steel Seraph. And Blood Tithe Harvester, number 2. Blood Tithe is pretty good because we have Portal, we have Phyrexian Drake, we have stuff we want in the graveyard basically. So the blood tokens are helpful there and they're gonna be helpful here as removal, I think. I mean, we are close. We don't have the Dragon Engine for Mishra, but we have the Urza meld attempt whenever we want it. Yeah, I mean, at this point we're gonna get Urza. I don't know if we try to meld it or not. More Blood Tithe Harvesters. Well, let's get rid of this Brute. Take advantage of our infinite blood tokens over here. Probably better known as 3. Well, Brute down. And Mishra. 2 Urzas, 1 Mishra. Hit ya. Blow up your wedding announcement. I mean, I think we're in decent shape here. We are mana short of trying to meld Urza right now. Yeah. Well, there goes Cityscape Leveler for the time being. So our opponent could have blown out the Meld if we went for it. Opponent down to 14. Well, Mishra. I mean, this is the full story of the Brothers War is laid out in front of us. Little Mishra, little Urza, big Mishra, big Urza. They're together in harmony, beating up on this black deck. We did it. We fixed it. A peace treaty has been signed between the two brothers, I think. Just let us meld, opponent. Just let us meld. Just let us meld. It'll be fine. Well, let's do some looting. Discard the land. Do some looting. Discard the Blood Tithe Harvester. Mishra's Command, eh? Well, I mean, that could kill the Brutal Cathar. Yeah, let's just take the Seraph here. And opponent scoops it up. I think we could have melded, right? We could have killed Brutal Cathar and then melded. Well, that was one of our most Mishra-y, Urza-y games that we've had yet. that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Bring in a couple of counters. Bring in a little bank busting. You know what people say the Oh My Immersion thing? It's rats on motorcycles in Reckoner Bank Buster. If that doesn't break our immersion of high fantasy, what is Universes Beyond really that big of an issue? We got freaking rats on motorcycles. I think it'll be okay. Well, game one went well. Can we do it one more time against, I don't even know, white black control mid range? What is our opponent even doing? We got a lot of bros, and we got the Mishra meld. We do have a tough choice here. Do we get red mana for Mishra with this Evolving Wilds, or do we get blue mana or white mana for Urza? Considering we have the Dragon Engine, it's probably red mana. Thalia. Let's do some evolving. Grab the mountain. Oh, okay. Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, I'm very glad we got the red mana. That ended up working out. And Siege. Oh, is this a weird take on soldiers? Okay. Maybe it's white black soldiers. Well, play the land, go for the throat of the Siege Veteran, and I think we're just gonna kill the Thalia. Clean the board. Hopefully we just draw lands, although we could sack the blood at some point. Opponent, wedding announcement. Yeah, I don't know about it's not a land. Let's play Dragon Engine. I don't know about the mid-rangey soldier plan. I think soldiers are at their best when they're super aggressive, rather than trying to go big. Elspeth. All right, slightly grows the soldier. If we draw a land, we can put our opponent in a kind of tricky spot. Ooh, all right, Stormcarp goes. Let's play Mishra. And now, opponent's only got one card in hand. They can potentially, if they chump here, they can take down Elspeth to try to hit like a Brutal Cathar. But I mean, we are representing the meld next turn. Opponent, double blocks for no real. People miss double strike a lot on Brothers War cards. Phyrexian Dragon Engine double strike gets people so much. Had so many people run their tenacious underdogs into it. Opponent, wedding announcement. Is that last card of removals? But I think, okay, just a Phyrexian Missionary. Well, they get to take down Elspeth to try to hit removal. No. Opponent has other plans. Opponent is not even gonna try to hit removal. They're just gonna let us meld. I mean, maybe they don't have Brutal Cathar in their deck anymore. Do a little attacking, do a little melding. Okay, so attack our opponent. None of these do much. Opponent doesn't have cards in hand, right? No. I guess we just menace? I guess we could make Power Stones for no reason. Yeah, let's just menace and trample, get through some damage, see if we can close out this game. 3 damage at, I wish we could kill the missionary, but I guess we go token. Blow up Elspeth, hit you for 9. Opponent does get to gain back a bit, but down to 8. Yeah, let's sack this blood, see if we can find Urza, white mana. Or a portal, that's also fine. You know what, let's just run this out. What's the worst that can happen? Opponent doesn't have farewell mana, so what is the biggest thing they can hit here? I mean, we should be good, right? That's we got two Mishras. Urza hanging in the background this one, but double Mishra. Yeah, block a token. So I guess our opponent's trying to draw a card. That makes sense. They really need to remove this mural, okay? Well, that's just game, right? Go to combat, attack you, trigger, drain you, double Mishra, 3 make you discard, trample and menace, and yeah, that just does it. An opponent scoops it up, and that was a good one. We did it. We solved the brothers war. Brothers together, like they should be. Finally. Sweet. So what did we learn this week about the brothers Urza and Mishra in Standard? Was our mission successful? And I think the answer is yes. We ended up going 4-3 with the deck overall, which, man, not a bad record considering just the sheer number of Urzas and Mishras and flavorful cards we got in the deck. Sadly, we never got to get the double meld, and I think it's unlikely that's ever going to happen. The problem is the Mishra meld and the Urza meld are both so strong that once we get one of them, or even in some cases, once our opponent knows we're about to get one of them and they can't stop us from melding, opponents just scoop. It's very unlikely that they're actually going to stick around long enough for us to get both of them at the same time. So we never got the double meld, although we did meld each of the brothers individually, and we had some pretty absurd games with the other Urza and Mishras, which was pretty sweet. We saw the uncommon ones actually be really strong some games, just looting through our deck, making extra mana. We got to see rare Mishra actually be kind of absurd. I think that card might just be kind of underrated. Ward Seka Permanent is actually really strong protection in some matchups. So the deck actually worked pretty well. The flavor is good, so I think we did it. The only downside is the mana is super rough, being 4 colors, but I think overall we did it. We averted the crisis. We solved Brothers War Standard. They're friends once again. Nothing to worry about here. The multiverse is not going to be destroyed. So that is our bros deck. That's been our little family therapy session for Urza and Mishra. The brothers are good now. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.